Hello and good evening. Excuse me, my little teddy bear fleece. It's so cozy. Absolutely love it. I hope you're well. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. You certainly had a fantastic week anyway. Um, I just seen your drop, so £2 off against last week, which is absolutely phenomenal. So big well done for that. It just goes to show what you are capable of. If we could see that every week now in the run up to this photo shoot, you'd be absolutely flying. Um, and taking into consideration as well that last week was your time of the month makes me think that we've actually had more than a £2 drop because often with hormones, water retention, inflammation, all that jazz, we can tend to see a rise in the scales just due to that. So I would expect that to come down a little bit more this week as well. So we'll have a little look at your summary for the week. Tough week, took your period, have really bad head cold, brutal. Again, see things like having head colds and being bunged up, taking medication for that. If you were, those can all cause scale weight to rise as well. So the fact that you've had that drop whilst ill, whilst on your period, is absolutely fantastic. Still managed to drag yourself into the gym over the weekend to train. There's nothing wrong with training. Just as a rule of thumb, if it is from the neck up, so i.e. a head cold, you are fine to train. You'll know yourself. But if it's from the neck down, if it's in the chest, if you've got aches and pains, training is an absolute no-no. You just need to take back a seat and rest until you're feeling better. But no issue there. Bloating down to period, went a bit off the rails Saturday night with food. Yesterday, due to sickness, your appetite was lower. Lower calories consumed, made up for Saturday with higher calories. Feeling floored today with the cold, off work resting, hoping to get to gym tomorrow. Well, please take into consideration what I've just said. Let's train smart, just for example, if you are, genuinely unwell and this is lingering about, if you were to go in and train, it's going to be counterproductive when you're not well because training is a stressor on the body. And if your body's already under stress, through fighting illness, then it's going to prolong your recovery or it's going to make you a hell of a lot worse. So do be sensible. Um, if training does have to take a back seat, then we prioritise your nutrition, and if we can get stay on top of steps throughout the day as well, that's exactly what I want you to do. Pleased with your £2 off though, done well with food this week. It's been tough going though. Yep, it ain't gonna be fucking easy. I did warn you, but like I say, you've just shown there what you are capable of. So yeah, whey isolate as well is one of the most refined forms of whey protein that you can get and is very easy to digest. So that shouldn't cause any stomach issues with you. It should sit quite well. So it's probably one of the most favorable options. But like I say, in terms of protein, I'll get a look at it in a wee minute. Just make sure that you are having a source of protein with each meal. If you are a bit stuck, just have a look at these as well. These are all designed with a source of protein in mind, and other things are just added to them to complement. But you can add your own twist on those as well. So nutrition's been pretty good, bar Saturday night. So like I said, it's the average of your actions what matter. So if you're consistently great slash average these other days, one per day is not going to do much damage. You may see a rise in the scale weight, which you didn't the following day. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to do any harm. However, we are only 5 weeks out from this photo shoot, so we do need to keep things as tight as possible, just to maintain that rate of loss. I don't want you to look at, one day of eating over calories as ruining your whole week. All it's going to do is potentially slow your rate of loss. So if you want maximum fat loss, then you follow things to an absolute T. But just do bear in mind on occasions where maybe we do go over or we're missing a cardio session or something, that rate of loss or steps aren't as high, that rate of loss might just be a little bit slower for that week, but it's certainly not a write-off. Recovery is pretty good. How are we going with training? Enjoying it? Are we seeing progress? Energy levels? Pretty up and down throughout the week, but bearing in mind, unwell and have your period as well. We can see mood took a knock-on effect off the back of that as well. Stress is low, so that's one good thing. That is something that I do want you to keep on top of and priorities these next few weeks going forward. If stress is high, then everything else is going to fall to shit. So doing lots of things. I like clients to have their own stress management toolbox. So that's, maybe a list of 10 things that make you happy or bring you joy, make you feel good, that don't involve, food, alcohol, all that jazz. It could be something like having a bath, reading a book, listening to music, talking to friends, meeting friends for coffee, doing a bit of yoga. Those are just a few of mine off the top of my head as well. Getting to bed early, or not early, but at a reasonable time, similar time each night, and getting a sufficient amount of sleep is also going to help keep stress levels low. So fantastic that we got a full week of training in last week. Big well done to you for that, considering how your week went. Being unwell, having your period, probably felt really fucking shit. But you still got it done. So bloody brilliant. Well done to you. Average steps are looking good. Cardio has been done. Good woman. Average calories, so 1600. This high day here, is this was this accounted, when you said that you sort of went to town on Saturday night, did you account for that, or was it more than this figure? Oh, protein's looking all right. No big stress there. When you are planning your meals, do try and plan them in advance. And then when you're looking at, right, how much protein have I had for the day? Okay, well, I've only had 98. I'll maybe just increase the quantity of chicken I'm having with that meal, or yogurt I'm having with that meal, or I'll add a little bit more whey protein to that shake, or, things like that. And if it means taking away from other with your targets, then fine. But do always prioritize your protein when it comes to good. So we're getting a good variety of fiber sources in there. We're getting fruit in, we're getting veg in, which is fantastic. Good woman. I just wanted to see where it's at, but if you could, on MyFitnessPal, so when you go to your end of day, let me just go into my own here. It's been that long since I've used this. So after you've logged your food and stuff for the day, after you've logged your food and stuff for the day, if you scroll down to the bottom and click on nutrition, so that tells you how much protein, your total amount of protein you've had for the day. And then just a couple down, it shows you your total amount of fiber for that day. So give me that wee figure this week going forward. But from what I'm seeing there, we're getting a good variety in. Water's looking good. Oh, toilet every day. Fantastic. Floating gas. No surprise. Caffeine's not excessive. Fabulous. Right, if we can have another week like last week, then, like I say, we will be absolutely laughing. So we're just going to bump that up by 5 minutes, so 3 by 30 minutes over the week. Food will stay the same. Keep things as tight as possible, so be as meticulous as possible with your weighing foods, with your tracking foods and stuff as well. And I've no doubt that we'll see another drop this week as well. So yeah, that's it, Mrs. Just that small change. Let me know that that's okay. Have a fantastic week. You are absolutely nailing it. And keep up the good work. Drop me a message if you've any questions. If you get any training videos, please do send them my way. And I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye.